Welcome back everybody to the Junk Room. It's me, the Junk Man. We're going to do a new video. It's Wednesday, but we're going to test a new idea for a video and see how you like it. First, before we get started with that, as always, go over to patreon.com if you want to support this channel. Links in the description below. And if you want to buy some cool t-shirts, head over to StarWarsJunk.net or thatjunkman.com. As you know, on Mondays we do a random vintage figure, and we started playing around with the idea of doing a random playset Tuesday or something, but although I didn't do one this week, still working on details on that. But I wanted to do something a little different for the ships. So what I decided to do is team up with my good buddy, Captain Foley. You may be asking yourself, what is a Captain Foley? How did he become a captain? Well, honestly, I really don't know how he became a captain. Between me and you, I think it was a self-given title. I could be wrong. But he runs a YouTube channel called Trek Yards. And what do they do on this? They talk Star Trek ships. I said the T word, Star Trek. It'll be okay. Even if Captain Foley knows a lot about Star Trek ships, don't worry, he knows a lot about Star Wars ships also. So I thought it would be kind of fun if we blended the two together, where I talk about the Kenner toy version of the ship, and my good friend Captain Foley tells you about the actual ship in the film. So we'll get to that. So let's get started. What we're going to talk about first, as you can see here, the X-Wing, released in 1978. Great looking ship, one of my favorite. I love the detail of this thing, and I'm going to show this on the other camera also so you can get a good look at it. It comes with a R2-D2 right here that you press the button. Let me try this again. You press the button on the R2-D2 and the wings open. It should lock in place. This one has a little bit of trouble locking in place, but on a good day it will lock. Now, of course, you can put Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing outfit into the ship. But this is what it looks like right here. Again, this was released in 1978. Is one of the first ships. This and the TIE Fighter were the two ships released. Hold it up here so you can get a better look at it also. It's always a really great look to me. Back here is a button. This flap opens. It's kind of hard to pry it open. I'm not going to pry it open right now. You put two AA batteries in it, and it makes that same drill buzzing sound that all the toys, even the Star Wars guns, made. To close the wings, once you have them expanded, you just hit this little blue button and the wings go back. I'll turn it around so the ship can see. It's got the cannons, of course, come off the gun like this. Pretty easy to find. First released in the first released in 1978. The box did see some changes between 1978 and 1982. There was some changes to the box, most of it minor, such as losing the LP logo and some little minor changes there. However, in 1981, the Empire Strikes box did change the photo, showing the X-Wing in the swamp, kind of like in the Empire Strikes Back, and that photo was used the rest of the series. Also, a big change to this X-Wing, it was dropped from the line in 1982 to make way for a new, what they called, better X-Wing. It's the X-Wing Battle Damage. Has more of a gray finish, and the stickers had a battle damage look to them. Although, personally, I prefer this white classic look myself more than the damaged one. And turn it back over here so you can get a good look at it there. Let's see. Again, we have a cockpit that opens. Look at that. You just place your Luke Skywalker or whatever figure you choose to into the cockpit like that. And then, uh-oh. I didn't put his hands down. That's my fault. See, it's not good with the gun. Get out of there, gun. There we go, right there. Again, and I didn't show the landing gear. The landing gear right here, of course, closes right there. Let's put it right there so everybody can see. Get a good look of it. Now, this was released overseas in the UK and Australia. However, there was slightly different version of this. It didn't make any sounds. Why didn't it make sounds? Well, I'm guessing that's because it was cut down on cost. But I feel sorry for the kids over in Australia and the UK. They didn't get the buzzing sound. That sound here. Also, the R2 that you press down was more of a chrome look more than the blue and silver in the US release. And let me just show you how scaled it is with a figure standing next to it. There we go, Luke Skywalker standing next to his X-Wing. Now in 1995, when Hasbro brought back the Kenner Star Wars line for Power of the Force, they re-released the X-Wing with the same mold, although it had a slightly grayer color to it. The canopy was darker, and it still made sounds, but a more realistic sound. In fact, I have the 1985 one right here. As you can see, it's the same mold and same everything. I'm missing the guns, of course, to it, and the canopy there somewhere. I just don't take care of it like I do my vintage stuff. Other than that, everything is basically about the same size, same mold, same everything. It is missing a light here, which we can see is on this one. In 95, they took the light off. So, and of course, different stickers. But this is vintage. This is not vintage, so we're not talking about it, right? The X-Wing, Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, a beautiful, beautiful ship. Anyone collecting the vintage Star Wars stuff has to have this in their collection. Now, to know more about the X-Wing itself, not just the toy X-Wing, let's shoot over to Captain Poli so he can tell you all about the X-Wing fighter.
Hey guys, hey Junkman, thanks for having me back on. It is Captain Poli from Trek Yards, or our spin-off show Fleet Yards. Today I'm here to teach you a little bit about this bad boy, the X-Wing from Star Wars. So it's this fantastic little fighter. If you're interested in finding out a lot more of the specs and history of this ship, by all means check out our Fleet Yards episode on YouTube. Just type in into the YouTube search bar, type in Fleet Yards X-Wing, come up with our video. It goes in depth with all this stuff. But I wanted to show you a few little details about this ship for this specific video. So it's the T-65 X-Wing Starfighter, and it was manufactured by the Incom Corporation. It's a space superiority starfighter. The cost for this baby will put you back 149,999 credits if you buy a new one, or 90,000 credits for a used one. Sometimes it's good to go used because they're already broken in. The length is 12.5 meters, and it's a very maneuverable fighter, one of the best, definitely good for tangling with TIE fighters. It's got 4 Incom 4L4 fuselage thrust engines. Its shielding is a Chempat Defender deflector shield generator, and its hull is made of a titanium alloy. It's got four Talm and back KX-9 or IX-4 laser cannons, 2 proton torpedo launchers, and they each have 3 torpedoes each, and those are of course located here. It has 1 pilot and 1 astromech droid, and the standard astromech droid is actually only programmed for 10 hyperspace jumps. So there you go. Its passengers, of course, are none, and it's got a weight limit or a cargo capacity of 110 kilograms, which basically is the amount of consumables that will last 1 pilot for 1 week. However, that can be extended by adding outer pods, and then you can add more cargo as you wish, as you desire. Now, the X-Wing was originally designed by Incom Corporation for the Empire. It was directly descended from the old X-95 Headhunter, built by the Incom and Subpro. However, after the Galactic Empire planned to nationalize the Incom Corporation, the entire engineering team actually defected to the Rebel Alliance with the 4 prototypes, and they began production for the Rebels. So there you go, guys. This is a cool little fighter, one of my favorite in sci-fi, and definitely worth a look. And like I said, if you go check out Fleet Yards, it's our very first Fleet Yards episode. Fleet Yards is where we talk about ships from other sci-fi. But if you're into Star Trek as well, we have Trek Yards. So by all means, check those out. Again, thank you very much, Junkman, for having me on to talk about this awesome starfighter. This thing is incredible, and like I said, one of my favorites. I got quite a few of them, as you can see, and actually a few more. So thank you very much for having me on. I will be back to give you a little wisdom and nuggets of information for other Star Wars ships as the Junkman sees fit. And by all means, hop on over to Fleet Yards or Trek Yards on YouTube and check us out. Subscribe if you can, and I will see you guys very soon. So long live the Empire. I mean, no, I'm a rebel. So screw the Empire. See you guys later. Thank you very much for watching. Again, thank you, Junkman, for having me on.
Thank you so much, Captain Foley. And again, check out Trek Yards, their YouTube channel. I'm going to put a description below. Great if you want to learn about Star Trek ships. But like I said, he knows all about ships, not just Star Trek, not just Star Wars. If it comes to movie ships, Captain Foley's going to know about it. Again, the 1978 X-Wing, not to be confused with the later released Battle Damage X-Wing. We'll do a separate video on that one day. Where really, I don't think I can say more about this X-Wing. I really love this ship, basic ship, a must-have for collectors. I mean, it is the ship of Star Wars. Now, some of you may say, well, that's the Millennium Falcon, which is a good ship also. But for my money, when you think Star Wars, I think the first ship you think of is the X-Wing fighter. So I want to thank you for watching. Again, support this channel. Head over to patreon.com or head over to starwarsjunk.net and buy some cool t-shirts. And a big shout out to Captain Foley for helping me with this. And again, if you like me and Foley to do more videos where I tell you about the toy ship and he tells you about the movie ship, let me know in the comments below or hit thumbs up. Let me know, and we'll do maybe one a month, maybe two a month. Let me know. And check out his channel. Again, it's a really great channel to check out. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll be back very soon for another video.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.